and take their nether stones.
For my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Incredible to be back. My home. My city. Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of lore, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back? Wonderful, isn't it? Torril's history is written within our city's walls. Expeditions to the continent of Mastika gather in the harbor. The Church of Gon displays its most priceless treasures in the High House of Wonders. Voices raised in song on returning day. The heady wines at the Elf Song. There's truly no place like Baldur's Gate.
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. If by warm you perhaps mean a flaming arrow, I doubt they'll attack in public. No, I expect they'll point me in the right direction so I can face my reckoning away from prying eyes. Not quite. Above all else, protecting our base of operations in Baldur's Gate was the reason I had to surrender my memories to begin with. Or at least, that's what I was led to believe. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Everything is clear.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. Yenna! And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking. Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Nearly there.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Nearly there now. See the city.
What in the hells was that?
It felt like a bloody earthquake.
They're beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the men at Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
Really? I prefer my company.
Extraordinary. Oh, thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Gortash.
Excuse you? I didn't need that prick to make me who I am.
Oh, you're right, of course. Forgive me.
All good, Fangs.
That's a bigger issue than modesty, dear.
All these people fleeing for their lives, only to be corralled like cattle.
Supplies are short. Scrape enough together for a bite of something solid. Even if we only have tankers of river water to raise, we'll drink it all.
You strike me as cleverer than most Istiki Gale. Multiple tutors, I should guess.
I'm paid to take down trouble.
Many a wise man and woman indeed. Waterdeep is the home of myriad scholars.
Ah, the City of Splendors. Spent a whole fleet's wake there with my father. What a delight.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manet will deal with it.
You're coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
That's a bigger issue than modesty, dear.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
Got diseases. Any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
Got ya! Too slow!
Here we are, Griselda.
I wish the cold hadn't burnt our farm, though. At least we got the stuff.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble. File a report, and I'm sure the Manet will deal with it.
Who's in charge of the mind flayers later? Is there a Squid King or something?
No. Each Geich is servant to an elder brain. No king unites elders, only their collective tyranny.
A mind flayer monarch? Imagine that. Such a thing could shatter worlds.
Got diseases. And any one of them could be a spy for the app.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders? Stay back.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
Welcome to Rivington, south Coast Way, north Worms Crossing.
Nearly there now.
Welcome to Rivington, south Coast Way, north Worms Crossing.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manet will deal with it.
Can a squiddy go solo, Lizard? You know, break free of their masters.
Renegades are rare, but not unheard of. Omelium is one such creature. A Geich gone astray is no less dangerous for it, and its head no less valuable.
Glad at least one of us is doing well.
Your issue than modesty, dear.
I used to believe the beauty of first love was unable to be surpassed. But Gale, you were so much more tolerable now you found your second.
I'll take that comment with the sincerity and goodwill I assume it was intended.
And I'm sure the Manet will deal with it.
You're coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's arse about honest citizens. Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
Got diseases. And any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders? Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians.
I thought cities were supposed to welcome folk of all walks of life. Clearly, I was mistaken.
My apologies. Now I hear you speak, I, of course, realise you're a local. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere.
Halcyon, tell me about the man behind the bulking wall of muscle.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
Do you actually do anything besides meditate, counsel, fight, train, and make love?
Is such an existence lacking?
Good question.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
I've seen that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one. But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
I hope my home can be yours, if you don't go back to the skies.
And return to your homes. That's an order.
I have no intention of allowing myself to grow a third stomach and a withered arm in a ducal seat.
I meant the gate, but you're always welcome for tea.
Even if we only have tankers of river water to raise, we'll drink to their memory. I've heard Alfira made her glad at least one of us is doing well. So many more could have survived if I had done the right things. Don't take that on yourself.
Washing my pits, washing my pits. This is the song when up. Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you. I hate this place. I can't even soap my forearms in peace.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
So, Gale, you laid with a goddess. You must have some sordid tales to tell.
Sordid? I lay with the mother of magic herself. What we had was transcendent, euphoric, incandescent, not sordid.
You actually made sleeping with a goddess sound boring. Incredible.
This up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Lizelle, my brief time on the astral plane left quite the impression. You must miss it dearly.
I don't hail from the astral Jahira. My glimpse was as brief as yours before we were cast back to the material. If only I might have remained there. Oh, to soar the skies above Tunarath atop a red dragon.
Have you found some place with martial clothes yet?
You made it here all on your own? It was touch and go. Some close calls. The cult have claimed every road between Baldur's Gate and Eltergard. But from what you tell me, I had it easy compared to the rest of you.
We've lost so many since Elton.
We should have an exile's feast to commemorate those we lost. Supplies are short. I can scrape enough together for a bite of something solid. Even if we only have tankers of river water to raise, we'll drink to their memory. I've heard Alfira made her way into the city.
Bards can talk their way out of trouble as well as into it.
She sent a message. She's at the Elf Song Tavern. Hopefully making down some bits with martial clothes.
That
What will we wear while we're washing them? We only got away with what we have on.
How's the orb treating you, Gale?
Oh, quite well, as a matter of fact. Since it was stabilized, it's been humming along nicely. I have noticed one adverse side effect. I seem to be losing hair in some unexpected places.
I can only imagine. Often return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Here we are, Griselda. All in one piece.
I wish the cult hadn't burnt our farm, though. At least we got the Scotty out of that burning barn.
You're oldest sin, right, Halsin? You must have lots of good stories.
Make trouble.
A few. But people always warm to the most salacious chapters. They forget how much I study, meditate, and, as a bear, hibernate. I must have spent 100 years or more asleep.
Ah, sleep and adventure. Maybe I'll come back as a bear in some future life.
Got ya! Too slow!
We're farmers, Chris. What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need labourers to shore up the walls for you.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. A danger to all of us.
Any one of them could be a spy for the absolute.
Back off when return to your homes. Here we are, Griselda.
I wish the cult hadn't burnt our farm, though. At least we got the Scotty out of that burning barn.
Just a little singe, Dave. Scotty.
You're it! Try and catch me!
Have you found some place for washing clothes in?
We only got away with what we asked them.
Mate, these clothes make me itch. That's a bigger issue than mine.
Look where City began.
I apologise for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Oh, trust me. Your eyes say it all. Everyone wants to pet him.
Some of us don't. Whatever the dog thinks, being here is much better than being out there. Right, my dear?
Well, the children can be a touch grabby, but... Yes, you're quite right, my darling. War is no place for a precious little baby like Biscotti after all.
Oh, God! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back. Oh, here we go. Here it comes. Yes, yes, yes! Amazing! Perfect! No notes!
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
Oh, to be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all.
That might be worth a look.
That box.
No, incapable. Not for you to know. Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out. Good little hero. Though, perhaps your better nature would extend a little further for little old me. I need to get into the city, but it's hard to shuffle your way to the front of the queue when you're, well, big as an ox. But what if I was smaller, more discreet? Maybe then a kind soul might bring me through, right in their little pocket. Ooh. This day has ended so much better than it started. Now, you don't worry about me. I'll be a good, quiet little apple you can tuck into the corner of your pack, just until we are inside the city walls. Hail, Cyric! I can't wait to get inside.
What's that?
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need labourers to shore up the walls for you.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that.
Fine day for it, eh? Got to enjoy things while they last, I suppose.
Can I help you? This is a private picnic.
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe. Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Do you know, maybe my hearing is not what it was. Would you like to repeat that?
Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Sharess's caress. Voss will be waiting. I'm listening. The air grows ever warmer, the hum of life within it louder. It may yet hatch, though not soon by my estimation. Give it to me. Perhaps it will fare better under my care. Only if you want me to roast you over a campfire, using my blade as a spit. But it is true that I feel some manner of responsibility for this unhatched whelp. After we free Orpheus, we can revisit the matter. If the egg hatches beforehand, well, we will shield it from the Lich Queen's zealots. Whatever may come, I will not let Vlaakith poison the fledgling with lies. Thank you. I know it is a mere egg. It may never hatch. If it does, it might beget a failure. But it might also beget a fighter. And I intend to give it the chance.
Keep your distance, darling.
Never a dull moment.
Worm's Crossing, the welcome mat of Baldur's Gate. This is it. I'm almost home. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better.
That might be worth a look.
Civilization beckons at last. It's no water deep, but Baldur's Gate is a respectable runner-up. Or at least a close third.
Worm's Crossing, the gaping maw of the city. Nature has little control over what happens beyond that bridge.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. First through Worm's Crossing, then on to the lower city. Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just, it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zauriel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
I'm listening. What about him? Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end, trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves. Very well.
One of those steel watchers stamping.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of mind.
Mark my words. I have secured the most excellent supply of potions from the Velveteen.
Refugees traveling alone. Or any stupid man in a costume. It's not real.
But costumes don't true, Dad.
Sir, precisely how many red cats are missing?
I'm not asking for much. Just the investment to get me started.
What will we wear while we're washing them? We only got away with what we had on.